Most people in the Model A hobby know the song Henry's Made a Lady Out of Lizzie. It was published in sheet music form, as well as recordings available on a 78 RPM disc, Edison diamond discs, Edison cylinders, and player piano rolls. But most people don't know that there are at least another 8 songs that were written and recorded about the Model A while the car was still new. Songs like Ford Has Made a Lady Out of Lizzie, Henry Ford's Model A, and Poor Lizzie. There were even more songs that were published only as sheet music for the public to buy and play at home. The first of all these songs is Since Lizzie Changed Her Name to Baby Lincoln, with the subtitle, The New Ford Song. In the early part of the 20th century, the printing of sheet music was big business. Songs were written and published about every part of daily life, and the automobile was a popular subject. The most famous car song from the time was In My Merry Oldsmobile, originally written in 1905. Ford Motor Company commissioned and published sheet music for The Ford March in 1908. Plenty of songs have been written about the Model T, and with the buzz around the new Model A in late 1927, several songwriters got to work putting pen to paper. Since Lizzie Changed Her Name to Baby Lincoln was a foxtrot with music and words by Larry Shea, arranged by Rube Bennett and published by Paramount Music Publishers. It was released on sheet music for piano, ukulele, and voice with a 1927 copyright. Paramount Music Publishers, the company behind Since Lizzie Changed Her Name, was likely aware of the fact that the public was hungry for anything to do with the new Ford and seized upon an untapped opportunity and hastily published their own song about the Model T's replacement. They actually had a brilliant marketing strategy. They sent a sample copy of the sheet music to all 10,200 Ford dealers in the United States with a note encouraging these dealers to purchase copies of the song to sell or give away in their showrooms. The hope was that these dealers, who were very short on Model A's, would purchase copies of the sheet music to give out and remind the public about the new Ford until vehicles could be delivered. Because of this sales tactic, there are 2 variations of the printed sheet music: the sample sent to dealers and the copy purchased by dealers to sell or hand out. Both examples of the sheet music have more similarities than differences. The covers of both were framed in a rich blue with orange and tan accents and featured an illustration of a large showroom full of well-dressed people gathering to admire 3 vehicles that appear on quick glance to resemble Model A's, including a 2-door and a sport coupe. The 3 pages of sheet music tell the story of the arrival of the new Ford and how the advancements in its design and technology makes everybody want to buy a Ford. The first version of the sheet music is the most commonly found and is the sample version sent to dealers as a solicitation. This example is easy to identify as it typically has horizontal creases from when it was folded to fit into an envelope and then sent out to Ford dealers. The bottom center of this cover features a white rectangle suggesting to the dealer that they could put their personal stamp in the space to serve as advertising. The version of this sheet music has a primarily blank inside cover except for a text box centered in the page that encourages the reader to, quote, request the new Ford song to be sung or played for you by your favorite radio station or orchestra. An error with the lyrics on the second page was hastily corrected by covering the mistake with a black box and the corrected word stay printed just to the right of it. The second version of the printed sheet music is less common and is the version ordered by dealers to sell or give away in their showrooms. The cover is the same as the sample, except the white space at the bottom of the page is completely blank, affording dealers more space to place their stamp. Pictured here is an example of the second version of the sheet music and features a rubber stamp for Roselle Motor Sales, a Ford dealer originally located in Roselle, Illinois. The inside cover features 8 additional choruses not seen in the sample printing. A different line is wedged into the music of the second chorus. Everybody wants to know her now instead of everybody wants to buy a Ford. Those who flocked to see the new car but were not prepared to buy one or couldn't see one yet due to production shortages could take home a copy of the music and have a reminder of the new Ford in their parlor. When we started researching the song, we could not find any evidence that it was ever recorded or released commercially, so we commissioned some musicians to make a modern recording of it. If you want to hear that version without any of our commentary, please follow the link on the top of your screen or by clicking the caption below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, we hope you continue to enjoy a Model A.